How popular is the topic of bullying as of now?
Um, I don't really like to think of it as being popular. I think it has become the latest buzzword.
Hmm.
And many times it's misinterpreted. People want to label many things as bullying when it's actually not the true definition of bullying. Just because someone doesn't want to play with you today at recess is not truly bullying.
Right, right.
And I think that a true bullying is when it's repeated behavior,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not because it's not if someone won't play with you. It's if you personally feel violated or you personally feel threatened.
Right, right.
That's the key. So, and it's not just among children; it's among adults as well.
True. True. Good, good, good. Well, what can we do to raise more awareness on the topic? I mean, October is Bully Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
But what can we do as a community, as leaders, to continue the awareness of bullying other than just the month of October?
Right. I think that it's very important education. And not just educating our children, but educating adults.
Correct.
Many times adults have those tendencies to treat other adults or people they see in Walmart or they
Right.
see in the neighborhood with that type behavior. And we've got to realize that our children are like sponges.
Mm.
They're going to mimic the role models they have in their life.
Correct.
And unfortunately, not all of our children have positive role models that we wish that they did have.
Right.
So there we have to, as far as people that do interact with children, whether it be at daycare, whether it be in the school settings, or whether it be at church, we have to be that positive role model for those children, letting them know, how this makes others feel, why what they're doing is wrong.
Right.
So the biggest key is not punishment. The biggest key is education.
Just education. That's right. Because if we continue to punish, that sets off a bad vibe, a bad spirit. It teaches,
Right.
It teaches the wrong message. I mean, anyone can get punished or slapped on the hand, but correction, education.
Right, and the thing is that we want to correct the behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And just by punishing, are we truly making that individual aware of why what you're doing
Right,
is
raising
wrong?
awareness of why they're
Yes.
doing what they're doing.
Exactly.
Because if they don't ever understand why they got in trouble, that tends to lead to bitterness, resentment, unforgiveness. These things that could create another level of
Exactly.
mentality of bullying.
Right, and many of these adults or young adults or young children have been victims of that type of behavior
Mhm.
themselves, and so they're just dealing with the feelings they have by exuding those feelings on someone else.
Right, that's right. Well, thank you so much.
You're so
Thank you
welcome.
much as. So, all right. Okay, y'all brother. Come on, kiddos.
So, do you deal with bullying on a daily basis?
Yeah, I do actually. I work in the YMCA, and there's actually a child that gets made fun of every day because he's in speech. So, it's hard to deal with it in certain matters, but I do see it, and it's something that needs to be fixed.
So, how can we reinvent the message into times for now?
A good way is in elementary school and in high school, they have a whole week dedicated to, prevention of bullying. And in elementary school, they also use art, and they have a phrase called stomp out bullying. And then in high school, they use more of the consequences to bullying, such as suicide and, depression. So just making them aware of the consequences using that whole week is a good way to relay the message.
It's awesome.
Suicide that come into play
Right,
because of it.
right.
So, I mean, using the consequences, knowing what happens because
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yep, good.
As a parent, how do you feel about bullying?
As a parent, how do I feel about bullying? Well, as a parent, I have to feel all kind of ways. I have to want to be concerned about bullying because it's something in the now, it's something in the natural, it's something that is taking place, especially when it's your very own child or my very own child. So it's my responsibility as as a parent, as a leader, as an authority figure to care. And not only care, but to raise awareness on the different types of bullying and the issues of bullying.